Welcome to Algebra 1, Unit 7, Lesson 1, Practice Problems. This will be the last unit that we cover this school year. I want to start out by going over a key vocabulary term that you'll need to know as we work through these practice problems. A quadratic expression in x is one that is equivalent to an expression of the form ax squared plus bx plus c, where a, b, and c are constants and a does not equal 0. So the key part of that is that there needs to be an x squared term, and that cannot have a term that is any larger than x squared. You could have just an x squared term if b and c are 0, but you must have an x squared term, and it must be the largest power term in the expression. A girl throws a paper airplane from her treehouse. The height of the plane is a function of time and can be modeled by the equation h of t equals 25 plus 2.5t minus 1/2 t squared. Height is measured in feet and time is measured in seconds after the airplane is thrown. Evaluate h of 0 and explain what this value means in this situation. So if we have h of 0, then 0 is our input, and that is what we are going to substitute in anywhere we see a t. So we have 25 plus 2.5 times 0 instead of t minus 1/2 0 instead of t squared. This is going to equal 25. 2.5 times 0 is 0, and negative 1/2 times 0 squared is also 0. So the only thing that is left is 25. So h of 0 equals 25 feet above ground is the starting height. So this is the y-intercept, and it tells us the height from which the girl threw the paper airplane from her treehouse. Number 2, what would a solution to h of t equals 0 mean in this situation? So they are not asking us to find t right now. They're just asking us what it would mean. So 0 would be 0 feet above the ground, so this would be the x-intercept. The x-intercept would be the time at which the paper airplane landed on the ground. Number 3. What does the equation h of 9 equals 7 mean? So 9 is going to be 9 seconds after the plane is thrown, and 7 is going to be the height in feet above the ground. So this means 9 seconds after being thrown, the plane is 7 feet above the ground. And number 4, what does the model say about the airplane 2.5 seconds after the girl throws if each of these statements is true? So we have the height at 2 seconds is 28 feet above the ground. The height at 2.5 seconds is 28.125 feet above the ground. And the height at 3 seconds is 28 feet above the ground. So we see that between 2 and 2.5 seconds, the plane is still getting higher, but then from 2.5 to 3 seconds, the height is going back down. So this says the plane reaches a maximum height of 28.125 feet at 2.5 seconds. If you have any questions about how to answer these questions, please use class time to ask for further clarification. A square picture has a frame that is 3 inches thick all the way around. The total side length of the picture and frame is x inches. Which expression represents the area of the square picture without the frame? If you get stuck, try sketching a diagram. So we're going to have a square, and this is going to be the picture. Then we're going to have the frame that is going around the picture, and it is also squared. And we know that the frame is 3 inches thick. So this side is 3, this side is 3, this side is 3, and this side is 3. Then we know the total side length of the picture and frame is x inches. So from one side of the frame to the other side of the frame is X. So now they want to know which expression represents the area of the square picture. So if the whole side length is X, but 3 inches of it is the left side of the frame, and 3 inches of it is the right side of the frame, then from the left side of the picture to the right side of the picture would be X minus 6. That minus 6 comes from subtracting 3 inches off the left and 3 inches off the right. Okay? So, when you are finding the area of the square, this is side length squared. So if we need to square the side length, and we just said that the side length would be X minus 6, then we would have X minus 6 times X minus 6, which matches choice D. If you have any questions about how to solve a problem like this, please use class time to ask for further clarification. The revenue from a youth baseball game depends on the price per ticket X. Here is a graph that represents the revenue function R. Select all the true statements. Choice A. R of 5 is a little more than $600. So 5 is in parentheses, so that is the input, the X value. So I go to 5, I go up until I hit the line, and then I look left, and it is just a little more than 600. So A is correct. Next, we look at B. R of 600 is a little less than 5. Well, this means an input of 600, and X does not go to 600. It only goes to 30 before it hits the X-axis. So B is not correct. C. The maximum possible ticket price is $15. Well, we can see ticket prices all the way to $30. So C cannot be correct. Choice D. The maximum possible revenue is about $1,125. Well, if we look at our maximum, we go to the left, and we can see that it's just under $1,200. So that is about $1,125. So choice D is correct. Choice E. If tickets cost $10, the predicted revenue is about $1,000. So we go to ticket price of 10, We go up until we hit the line, and we look left, and it is $1,000. So E is also correct. And choice F, if tickets cost $20, the predicted revenue is $1,000. So we go over to a ticket price of $20. We go up until we hit the line. We look left, and we see that it is $1,000. So F is also a correct answer. If you have any questions about how to answer a practice problem like this, please use class time to ask for further clarification. A garden designer designed a square decorative pool. The pool is surrounded by a walkway. On two opposite sides of the pool, the walkway is 8 feet. On the other two opposite sides, the walkway is 10 feet. Here is a diagram of the design. The final design for the pool and walkway covers a total area of 1,440 square feet. Number 1. The side length of the square pool is x. Write an expression that represents A, the total length of the rectangle, including the pool and walkway. So I am going to call the length from left to right. So if the pool in the center is x, then the total length would be x plus 20, because you would add 10 for the left side and 10 for the right side. B, the total width of the rectangle, including the pool and walkway. I am going to call the width the top to bottom. And again, if the pool is x, then this is going to be x plus 16, because you have 8 on the top and 8 on the bottom. C wants the total area of the pool and the walkway. Well, the area of a rectangle is length, which is x plus 20, times the width, which is x plus 16. X times x is x squared. X times 16 is 16x. 20 times x is 20x. And 20 times 16 is 320. We combine the x terms. 16x plus 20x is 36x. So the total area is x squared plus 36x plus 320. Write an equation of the form your expression equals 1,440. What does a solution to the equation mean in this situation? So first, it would be x squared plus 36x plus 320 equals 1,440. A solution would be the value of x. And we said that the side length of the square pool is x. So the solution would be the side length of the pool. If you have any questions about how to solve a problem like this, please use class time to ask for further clarification.